Yo, we are back. We are back. Sports Jazz, Josh and Isaac. Thank you so much for subscribing. Thank you so much for tuning in. Yes, as always, I don't know what time it is that side, but from where we are, it's evening. I know Josh time locked is around 6:30. My side is around 7:30. So, but it's the evening. It's the evening. Once again, guys, please do subscribe, turn on the notifications. Sports Jazz, Josh is in the building. And of course, I am myself, Isaac, in the building. A lot happening in the transfer news. Mbuemo, is he coming through? We are going to be looking into that. Of course, Matthias Cunha, it looks like it's almost done deal. Then you have Delap. Looks like United have competitors. That is in Chelsea. They're really interested in signing the player. The keeper, is it Vanja? He's also on the list a lot. Then you have a lot of players linked to Man United. We are going to be getting into that. Josh, what's good? What's good? You've already moved
good.
on, like Amorim said.
Yeah, yeah,
It's
yeah,
all in
yeah.
the
It's all
past. It's
good.
time now to move on.
It's all good. It's all good. And being a Manchester United fan, the silly season is really interesting because even when you're not interested in players and you're in circumstances like we are in, that we do not have a lot of money to buy players, a
But
lot of
everyone is being
football
linked to
clubs,
Man United.
yes, a lot of football clubs around Europe will use Manchester United as a scapegoat to
Yeah.
get their players moving on. And
No,
agents have done this for a while, so I think
whenever I say
they'll
that, I remember who was it? Was it Caravascalia or was it Mendy? It was Mendy, right?
yeah,
Mendes,
maybe.
Mendes at PSG. I'll never forgive
Oh,
him.
yes,
I'll
yes.
never forgive him. He did his agent,
Nuno Mendes.
Nuno Mendes. You don't remember what they did?
I
Rumors where
do, I
he's
do,
leaving, he's about to leave, blah blah.
I do, but
Man United,
it
only
was
for his
always not.
agent to flex a better deal for him to start
It was
PSG.
always. It was always not going to happen. It was always the writing on the wall that he was just negotiating a better deal, and United was not in a position to actually persuade him away from PSG at that time of the season. If it had been maybe Barcelona, Real Madrid, Arsenal, Liverpool, teams that were actually progressing during the season,
But not
maybe
Man
then
United.
it would have been possible. But then United was stagnant and was crying foul on all cylinders about off-field problems and their inflow of cash. And there was a lot of uncertainty with whatever was happening at Manchester United. So it never really looked like Nuno Mendes was ever going to join. But no matter where you are in the world, in the evening is Manchester United transfer news time. So the silly
You
season
know,
is ours.
the silly
Yeah,
season
let's
is
go.
ours. A lot of things are going to be happening in the transfer news. And of
Yeah.
course, as I speak, Josh, it looks like we have the Brazilian Josh. United are reportedly on the verge of signing Brazilian Wolves Wanderers forward. That is Matheus Cunha for 62.5 million pounds, Josh. And that's his release clause. I understand we shall be paying in three installments 20.5, then 20, and 20 million pounds. And yeah, multiple sources indicate the negotiations are advanced. I've seen David Einstein tweeting about this. I've seen Fabrizio say the same thing. Is it Duncan? I'm forgetting the other one, but yeah, very credible journalists. And personal terms, Josh, are nearly finalized. Cunha has already expressed his strong desire to join Man United, regardless of their lack of Champions League football next season. And yeah, 25 years old Joshua forward who has scored 15 goals in the Premier League. I think 16 goals in the Premier League, provided six assists as well. Um, and I think he's the perfect fit for Ruben Amorim's system. And I can't wait to have him on. Josh? Sports Jazz guys, please do subscribe, turn on the notifications. Josh, I can't hear you, brother. I can't hear you, brother.
Yo. Sorry, my mic was muted.
Yep. I was saying we have Cunha on our hands. He's finally joining. It looks like the deal is almost done. Three-time payment installments, 20.5, then 20 million pounds. And I mean, I'm very happy that we're adding such a goal threat player. You know, very good in the air. He can score from and shoot from outside the box. You know, he has the muscle to push and wind off defenders. What more else do you need as a number 10, Josh? And he can even play as a striker, by the way.
For me, when Ruben Amorim actually went for a player like Matthias Cunha, I actually started to believe that he would be the right guy to get the right players in the summer. And I started to believe that the 6 months he has been at the club have actually given him a good feeling about what he needs in his side to actually be competitive in the Premier League, because he has had players in that position. We've had Ganacho, we've had Amad Diallo, we've had Fernandez, we've had Joshua Zagzi in that period. But until Joshua Zagzi um, changed his game during the season, got used to the physicality of the league, that is when he started to actually play very well in that position. So you would only tell that Ruben Amorim has gone for a specific profile of a player in a particular position to bolster his 3-4-3 formation, and or 3-4-2-1 formation. And for me, I am very excited about it, because a player like Matthias Cunha is actually an inside 10. He is not going to gamble about. You remember there was a time that we did pick a few players to come and help United if Marcus Rashford, as replacements for Marcus Rashford at the time that Marcus Rashford left. And the players that we were talking about, I remember mentioning players like Rafael Leao and Nico Williams, that much as they are very good footballers, these players are predominantly wing forwards, and it's going to be very difficult for them to be incorporated into playing as inside 10s. They can do it, but it will take some learning to do. And in Matthias Cunha, you have a player who is already capable of playing as an inside 10. He can carry the ball forward. He's very physical. He has a technical ability. He can, he can fend off. He can fend off opponents easily. He has a trick or two in his locker. I mean, this is a guy who is a force to reckon with in that position. And Manchester United has been lacking in the aspect of that physicality throughout the team. But if you have a player who is as good as Matthias Cunha, and also gives you the things that are not very good to look at, like the physicality in a game, in that forward position, that means he's a player who is going to rush the defenders. He's going to press very well. He's going to hold up the ball very well. He's going to have a very good combination plays, and he's going to be able to carry the ball from deep. Say if he decides to drop into midfield in one of those occasions, he can carry the ball further up the pitch, and it will be a very good a look for Manchester United having a player like that. And when you get to the other player that we are linked with, if he's going to be our left-sided inside 10, then at least the team is starting to get the specific profiles of players in the positions that we need to bolster the squad, even if they may not be your A-list players.
I think, by the way, one thing I must say, it's very good that United is doing their business early. I know Amorim has already packed and left with a 32-man squad already headed for. I saw them landing in, was it Indonesia or Malaysia?
Malaysia.
They are headed that side for a pre-season.
Not
pre-season.
Sorry,
not pre-season.
Yeah.
Post-season. Yeah, correct.
Just post-season celebrations and things like that.
But, just for the players to get to know each other, which is something very good, Josh, because Amorim is still a new manager. Yes, he's had players, but he needs now to get to know them very well. He needs to put out, rather to let go of some players. He needs them to understand what they have to do, Josh, on the pitch. I mean, that whole chemistry. But going back to, why are you laughing, Josh?
Because I don't think it has anything to do with how we like team bonding or anything.
No,
like
Josh,
that.
it has.
Most of the
our
players,
team is so disjointed.
Yeah. But most of the players on that plane, are not coming back. So it's just a PR stunt for the fans across the globe and stuff like that. Which is a good thing.
But I think it's normal for a player to be sold off and stops playing, then walks out. We've seen that happen.
Yeah. But what I'm saying, as in, it's not too much of a team bonding, because these are players that we are going to let go. At least most of them, if we
Anyway,
can.
Anyway, Josh, yeah, back to the Cunha deal. I mean, I think it's incredible that it's been done before June. That is really, it's a great start for Man United. He's a genius signing. Again, 25 years old, Josh. He's entering his prime, brings much needed experience to the front line, Josh. Over 40 goals and assists, in the league since the start of last season, Josh. Proven output, as you say, Josh, when he's at his best, he will destroy any keeper. He will destroy any team. You've also emphasized him taking on the number 10 role on the left side, which I think he does
He'll
execute
take on the right.
perfectly well. Who, him?
Yeah,
And how about, I'm assuming we sign Mbuemo. Where would Mbuemo go? Right,
on the left.
Josh.
Oh, okay. Yeah. The other way around. The other way around.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. The
Oh,
other,
he's right-footed. He was right-footed, so you play as a left. Then,
yeah. But yeah,
yes.
Josh, I'm really excited. I mean, he's an elite ball carrier, strong physically, very good at linking up play, Josh. Uh, he's a sharp finisher. I mean, it's exactly what we really need. And he can also substitute and play as a striker, Josh, because
No,
we've
no, no,
dropped
no,
so
no,
many
no, 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 no,
points.
no, no, no,
No,
no,
I'm
no,
just
no, no,
saying he can
no,
even
no, 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 no.
substitute.
That
I
no,
said
no,
that
no.
in case no
As
one
a
is.
fan, going forward, if you want Man United to change,
Mm,
please let that not even be an option in Ruben Amorim's head. That I have bought Mbuemo. At some days, I will
yeah,
change him into a
okay,
9.
okay.
I
I
do
know you're
not
giving an
want
example. We're
that.
still talking about Cunha, but I'm
Yeah,
just
but
saying.
no,
No,
no, no.
just I'm saying he can substitute. He can deputize. Like in a scenario, you
Yeah. I
remember when
hear
we did
you.
have a striker. You remember
I
when we
hear
did have
you.
a
I hear
striker.
you. I hear
That's
you.
what I'm
I
trying
hear
to say.
you.
But
But
of course, we know we have to
we
buy a
must
striker.
prepare ourselves to have a proper goal scorer
And I agree with
as a
you,
number
Josh. I agree
9.
with you.
You
But
imagine the goals that Acuna contributes, and he has even if Dilap does end up the striker that we do sign, because it's looking more likely that we can only get Liam Dilap, and that is also a bit difficult. But
yeah,
if we do end up with Dilap, then at least you have the comfort that the guy playing behind him is that good and is that experienced. So maybe he can bring him into play easily more often than not, and he can get us some goals. So between them, they can have at least I don't know, 30 goals. But you
yeah.
can't. I do not want Ruben Amorim to have it in
No,
his
no,
mind
no, Josh.
that
I
occasionally
said
he will
he
he
can
will have
deputize.
Matias Cunha play as a striker,
No.
because
Of course, he
then
doesn't. But
because
anyway,
then the
yeah,
Jason Wilcox will start to think that, by the way, this is a
we don't
possibility.
need. I
Yeah,
know.
we don't need. Then we enter
But
the season again with Rasmus Hoyland.
overall, Josh, I'm just happy because United dropped points. I mean, they've dropped points in many games, Josh, especially last season, where they've actually played very well, played okay. And we just lacked individual quality, in the final third. So I understand Cunha brings that. He would be an exceptional signing. I like the fact that he really wants it. He's not being pushed, but he's fighting for. I mean, he's pushing himself. He's fighting to make sure he joins Man United, and he's one of those signings that can help solve our biggest problems, Josh, and fits well tactically. And I mean, he's not just a talent, but he's a tactical fit and a difference maker, Josh. What a move that is going to be! I just can't wait to welcome to Manchester United Matthias Cunha. That's what I'm waiting for. You know.
Yeah. The writing has been on the wall. I just don't know if we are going to be able to do very many deals this season, because Matthias Cunha has been mooted to come to Man United for over a month.
Mm,
Fabrizio Romano does not do that, but Fabrizio Romano has been put in a situation that he has declared, here we go, more than once on Matthias Cunha joining Manchester United, which is not so fond of him. But
mm,
that is because of the situation that Manchester United finds itself in, that they're not able to do transactions easily. Like it's difficult for us to get a transfer over the line, because we have to negotiate to be able to pay in installments and stuff like that. So it's always going to be a bit difficult, even if it is possible to do. It will not be a smooth running for us. So I think that's why it has taken a bit longer, and I'm worried about the transaction that is coming next of Brian Imbuemo, because he is a bit overpriced at 50 million pounds, but 50 million pounds is just about the right money for a player moving from a Premier League side to another Premier League side, given the fact that this one is even a 20 goal Premier League scorer. So I mean, yeah, that's right about the
Right.
right money. We just may not
Right.
have that money at the
If
moment.
you're a United fan and you're not interested in signing, or rather, you're not happy with the players that we're being linked to, when I say I'm talking about Mbuemo, who we're coming next to, he's the next topic. But currently, we're talking about Matthias Cunha. Then I'm not sure what you want. But in the comment section, I see
Adieri.
Adieri always wants the
You want
nice things for money. Sorry,
everyone.
for
Yo, yo,
Newcastle.
yo.
He
Yeah,
wants
yeah. You
James
want
Trafford. He wants Joan Garcia from Espanyol. He wants Mbuemo. He wants Jonathan David, who's
Gittens,
now a free what? I mean, he
strike
just left. Yeah,
agent.
free agent. Liam Dillap swap for Callum Wilson. Really,
I know.
and of course,
A
peace the
guy.
banter. Hello, Josh and
Oh,
Isaac. Just a reminder, Liverpool won. Really?
hey, peace. Hey, peace. At least you won your second trophy in as many years.
Well, no, remind them they won a trophy after someone has died, someone influential, and that is the Pope.
Actually, it is not after he died. They caused his death. We can say
Yeah, they caused. We,
they caused his death, as in our Pope would still be here, but for Liverpool,
Duke says, "Here we go." Shout out to you, Duke. Shout out to you, Duke. Here we go. It's coming very soon. Then Abel, what up? Daniel Monza and
oh,
Joycey
hey,
Estupini.
Abel.
Best to Man United. I need. Just you think? Sorry. Estupin is he?
I think he's talking about Munoz.
Who? Munoz who?
Munoz, the Crystal Palace guy.
Daniel Munoz. Oh, okay.
Yeah, but
Uh-huh.
Estupin, maybe Estupinian, that one I don't like at all. I don't even want us to go there. He was a very good player, but
Oh.
I think injuries have started to affect his game, and in the last 1 or 2 seasons, he's not been the same player, and he has not managed quite a number of minutes. For me, the most reliable players in a football team are the fullbacks. The fullbacks
Mm.
must play the most minutes for a football side. I mean, these are not players that are going to be interchanged every now and then. Your right back, your left back, your wing backs. This should be very fit players.
Just John is saying something, by the very important. Are we applying paper over cracks? PR machine working to cover up major fundamental failures. Your biggest job is to get rid of the dead wood and proper youth development. Nice show, guys. As per always, shout outs to you, John. Shout outs to you. No, I think they are doing everything they can to offload. Already three are already out. Ericsson is out. Evans is out. Lindelof has already said his goodbyes. So those are three players that are already out. That is all deadwood, Josh. Now, the other players that I think might leave, again, I'm not really sure, is Casemiro. I don't know whether you watched the last game when we whooped Aston Villa at Old Trafford, when he brought out his family, started waving, went around. Usually when they do that, it's because they are saying they are goodbye. So I have a feeling he might leave as well. And if he leaves, I love Casemiro, but again, as I keep on saying, he doesn't have the legs anymore. He doesn't have the pace. And I mean, let him go to Saudi, eat that money. Just 2 years, 2 years only. That's all he needs, Josh. And of course, that will be a
Yeah,
huge wage bill sliced off.
let
So
off. Mm.
it will be nice. We have other players who, Josh. Luke Shaw. Did you see what Luke Shaw said by that? Not yet paid attention.
The first time after the Europa final.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Yeah, I heard him, and he said that rubbish because he has not been around. He has not been playing. He was
What?
wherever he was, so he could call out other players for underperforming.
You can
Whereas,
imagine.
yeah,
You should.
because he knows he was not among, so he
You
can
know.
say we have underperformed, but he was not among. But to answer Simlock, I do appreciate where he's coming from, because all of us are a bit worried about papers over cracks. But he makes a valid point, because much as the three players you've mentioned have left the club, it has not yet been the doing of the club itself to find solutions for the players to leave. These players' contracts have since expired, so they had to move anyway. So the football club and the manager must find solutions to actually trim the squad to the wishes of the manager. And while Ruben Amorim was at Sporting Lisbon, when he had just come in amidst all the chaos that was at Sporting Lisbon, the
Yeah.
thing that he did that helped him change the side was to trim the team. His first transfer window oversaw a departure of 25 players.
Wow.
25 players in one window, including senior players who had been at the club.
Now
So
you're giving
he,
me more energy. I'm even getting more excited. So meaning we're
yeah,
still
yeah, yeah,
seeing
yeah,
more
yeah.
people leaving.
Yes, we have to, because he has to be very honest with himself. I don't like I told you the reason I never liked Solskjaer at the club, because he was a people pleaser. I mean, he
Mhm.
would get to a point, he knows he doesn't have a striker. Anthony Martial has been injured for like 6 months of the season, and we go into another season, and he's still telling you about how Anthony Martial is back, he's fit, he's, you know,
I'll never forgive him
he's
for
telling you stuff
awarding
like
Johnny
that.
Evans when he was still injured.
Not Johnny Evans, Phil Jones.
Sorry, Phil Jones. Sorry, Phil Jones. How many years was it? A 5-year contract?
4 years, but
You know,
that's not on him.
it
That's
had to
on
be
Ed
terminated. No,
Woodward.
no, I'm not blaming. No, Josh, come on. He recommend. Don't you remember what he said after he signed? He said, "I made sure he's a good. He's a
You
softie, by
see
the way.
that
You're right."
people pleasing stuff.
Uh-huh.
When Phil Jones himself saw that he was so poor, if he ever ended his tenure at Man United, the only people who would
It had
attend
to be even terminated.
the only people the only people who would attend his testimonial, if it was ever given by United, would
Oh,
be
by
his
the way,
parents.
he wasn't given a testimonial.
Of
That is a
course,
bit
for
harsh.
what?
Josh, Dre Mukisa, what up, Mukisa, Chichina, Chichina.
What up, Dre? What up, Dre?
He says, guys, please give me some light about Gyökeres joining United, and please name for us any Ballon d'Or winning when someone won everything in the last year and they won in their seasonal year. I'm not sure I
First,
caught
wait.
that.
Name for us any Ballon d'Or winner
Yeah.
who won when someone won everything in a
Mm.
single year, and what they won in their seasonal year. Okay. Yeah.
Uh,
Say Cristiano Ronaldo won the
Ron-
Champions League, won the Premier League, won like
Messi.
yeah, the achievements
So,
the player won.
mm.
Yeah. We
Are you,
we shall look
we,
we shall
we are
look
going to
into
get
that.
into that. But about Gyökeres,
Just
Gyökeres,
mm.
the news coming in is it's highly doubtful that Gyökeres will be joining Man United. This is because of the salary wage bill he's coming with. That is first. Second, Manchester United missing out on UCL, which is very, very important for Gyökeres. I know that man is a goal scoring machine. He's really important. I would love to have him at Man United. But again, news coming out is Arsenal are in pole position just to take or sign the player. Now that is very, very painful. I know there's rumors of Arsenal being linked to signing Benjamin Sesko. So I don't know, but from what I understand, from what I've been reading, from what I've been watching, it looks like Arsenal are in a much more better position to signing him than Man United. Then Abel goes on to say, just before we go to Brian Buemo, let's go through the chat. Abel goes on to say,
No, you have to first go through the Ballon d'Or.
okay, let's come
This
back
one.
to that. Which player is played to United next season to recommend? I think he's saying which player would you recommend? Personally, first of all, my front three would be this.
You've
It would
still
be
skipped.
Gyökeres. Sorry?
You've not finished Dre's question though.
No. I wanted us to. Okay, let's first attempt rather answer the Ballon d'Or thing. But I think just that
Yeah.
is very easy. Yeah.
Yeah. Because we can get help from Abel
Okay,
and
go ahead.
and whoever is in there. I don't know what you exactly meant, but for Ballon d'Or winners, for instance, Rodri won the European Championship. He won the domestic league with Man City. Man City did win the domestic league, okay? Then
Correct.
he won the European Championship. Then
Mm.
he won the Ballon d'Or. Previously, Vinicius Junior won a Champions League
But I
with
don't think
Real
that
Madrid.
qualifies. I don't think Rodri, because he said that
It
almost won
does.
everything. He didn't win the UCL, Josh.
Oh,
Did he?
almost. Yeah, but in that year, okay, in that year there was a major tournament. There was a Champions League, but there was a major tournament, and the major
The
tournament
Euros.
was the Euros. So he won the Euros. Actually,
He
was
won the
the
Euro.
most
By the way,
valuable player at the
I'm still
Euros.
salty.
So
I'm
the
still
yeah,
salty about that because he didn't even
I am
finish the
very
Euros.
no no
He
no
walked
no.
off
I'm
injured.
very, but he was the most valuable player at the
He walked
tournament.
off
For
injured.
me, I'm
I'm
I'm,
still
I'm
salty,
actually
and I still think Vinicius should have won that.
I'm also very salty, but when you look at the achievements that he did have that year, he had a very strong point. He had a very strong point on on winning the Ballon d'Or. The only negativity that the Ballon d'Or givers actually attracted to his Ballon d'Or, and it seemed undeserving, is because Vinicius Junior was denied the opportunity to win the Ballon d'Or because of gimmicks that have never been heard of. They had to go for technical issues like he doesn't smile enough on the pitch. You know, he doesn't greet other players on the pitch. I mean, his fair play is not
Those
that
guys
good.
have lost
But you're
credibility.
talking about a season where the guy was hated on the most racially by
Profiled.
fans in the La Liga. Yes,
Yeah, I know that.
you know.
I
So it
understand. Is it
was
Valencia? In fact, they want
yeah,
to
yeah,
open a
yeah, yeah,
case
yeah.
against Netflix because of that
No,
whole.
yeah, but they
But
did
anyway,
whatever they did.
mm,
So things like that. But in a single year, if a player actually
real quick,
wins,
Josh.
yeah, yeah, yeah. If
Sorry.
a player wins individual awards, gold top scorer like Usman Dembele. Now he's the joint top scorer of League One. He has won the League One. He could easily win a treble. He could easily win a treble, and there's not a major tournament this year. Then he's poised to win the Ballon d'Or this year.
If he wins the
I
Champions
don't.
League,
Even if he doesn't win the Champions League, he has a better standing than the Rafinhas and the Lamine Yamals, because
how
I
about
don't
Mohamed
believe.
Salah, Josh? Mohamed Salah is
Yeah,
also in contention for the Ballon d'Or.
no, not according to the conglomerate that gives out the Ballon d'Or, because they're looking at Rafinha and Lamine Yamal, who have had lesser seasons than, say, Victor Gyökeres and
By the way,
even
man,
Kylian Mbappe. Even Kylian
Kylian-
Mbappe has had a
Yo-
better season than the two of them.
Gyökeres,
Even
no, Gyökeres, Josh, because at least they've won everything that side
yes,
domestically,
but
and
Gyökeres.
he should be in the conversation.
Yes, Gyökeres, and you can say Gyökeres' league is a lesser league as compared to the five
That is
leagues
true.
of Europe. But there's also Michael Olise, who has a better return
At
than
Bayern
the
Munich,
both of them.
oh, he has
Yes, at
performed
Bayern
so well.
Munich, and in his debut season, but he's not been given a look in.
Anyway,
So
that's a wide topic. That's a wide topic. We will come back to it. Thank you, Mukisa. We will come. Thank you, Dre. We will come back to it. Joshua Abel was saying, which player? I think he was meaning. He meant which player would you recommend for Man United next season? I don't know whether he meant to sign, but if you meant that, Abel, the players, I'm just wishing, if wishes were, of course, Gyökeres for me up front. I would have Mbuemo, and I'd have Mbuemo. I'd have Cunha is already there. If it's not Mbuemo, then Ryan Chucky. I think I would also put him in the mix. In the midfield, Josh, Richard Rios, and Ederson. Both of them, I would bring them. Both of them. Rios is still a kid. There's a lot of time for him to mature. He's Ederson. I mean, he comes on right away and starts playing. And for the wing backs, Josh, unfortunately, I would love Kerekez and Frimpong, but Frimpong is already gone. So I mean, that's why I said if wishes.
yeah, but you see, I think you're not realistic. But Richard Rios is also old enough to come in and play.
Yeah, I know, Josh. But I'm just saying, I would. I would keep him around. I would keep him around. Of course, yes, he would
Yeah,
get
yeah,
minutes
yeah.
to play.
Because he's
Thank you,
24.
thank
He's
you,
24
Derizo.
years old.
Really? I thought 22
Yeah,
years.
no, he's 24 years old now. He was 23 the time we wanted him the first time. So he's 24 years old, and he's a good player. He's Colombian, so they have a bit of grit about them. He can come in and play. But realistically, maybe the players Wow, best 11 players recommended. Best 11. Quickly,
Quickly,
I
just
don't
off
know.
the head.
It is, yeah,
Off the
Abel.
head
It's
from the goal.
Abel. It's difficult, but I'm going to attempt. You know, we don't have money, so I'm going to try to be realistic
Best
on
11 players recommended, Josh. Off the head. Let's go.
what we can
Goal.
have, what we can get, what we can get.
Best. Yeah, goal.
Achievable, achievable,
Achievable.
not
Mhm.
okay.
Josh,
Achievable,
achievable or not achievable? But
not
okay, achievable. Yeah, let's be realistic.
achievable.
Achievable.
Yes,
Achievable. Best
achievable.
11 players recommended.
In goal, Vanja Milonkovic or Sene Lemens, the goalkeepers, or Johan Garcia. Any three of them could be.
The
Right
fullback.
back, at fullback,
Oh no,
at
sorry.
full.
The three CBs. The three CBs.
The three CBs. The three CBs is Lenny Yoro, Delict, and Lisandro Martinez.
Okay.
Then I would get
Where
I would
there's
get
the
one
leak,
more defender. I would get
replace the leak with Marcus Gay or Mark Gay.
yeah.
I'll put him there.
No, that's not realistic. We don't have 100 million pounds.
Okay.
That's not
Okay.
realistic. So I'd say we get a defender there. I'll get back to you. I'm going to do homework and get back to you. But that one, we get a defender there. Then the fullbacks, Amad Diallo on the right wing back, and Amad Diallo on the right wing back. Then Diego Leon. I don't think we're going to buy a left back because
I keep
a
forgetting
left
that
wing
kid,
back,
by the way. I
because
can't
we
wait
have
for him
so
to
many
join.
left wing backs that we've just brought in. So Amad Diallo on the right wing back. Then I would get another right wing back. Okay. To help Amad Diallo. But the right wing back I get must be a wing forward, a player who is a forward-thinking player, not a defender. Mazraoui will be there to deputize for Amad Diallo in the meantime, because Mazraoui is the perfect wing back actually in that position. But Amad Diallo is such a threat going forward, and Ruben Amorim prefers the wing back to be that player who goes up. In midfield, I would play Ederson. In midfield, I would have Ugarte, Fernandez, Ederson, and maybe Richard Rios.
Okay. Ugarte, Fernandez.
Yeah. Ugarte, Fernandez, Ederson. Ugarte, Fernandez, Ederson, Richard Rios. The four of them.
That is not the best 11 recommended. Those are four midfielders.
Okay, I would play Richard Rios and Fernandez.
Okay, very good. Then the two tens.
The two tens, I would play Mbeumo and Matheus Cunha.
And up front, do you have
up front? I would play Liam Delap.
You're saying realistic, okay? If
yeah, realistic.
Yeah,
I can't get Gyökeres or Seaman.
I like the fine. I like
the fine of 5 games. Van
Nistelrooy. I'm not so sure.
I think the games United played under Van Nistelrooy. Or the gems. So sure.
Or maybe, or maybe. Dre says, okay, more light on Cristiano season 2008, what he won, including the
Dre. What in the park? That's when he won the Champions League with Manchester United. That's when he won the Premier League with Manchester United. He scored. He won the Golden Boot at Manchester United. Scored 42 goals that season. He was the top scorer in the Champions League. He was the top scorer in the Premier League. What else did he win that year? He won almost everything that there was to win individually and collectively. So that one,
Dre,
bad guy.
Dre, that is done. Oh, Nick, man, where have you been? Long time.
Nick, not changing club, man.
Yo, Nick, we've suffered with Man United.
Nice to see you, Nick. Nice to see you, Nick.
Horrible. Nice to see you, Nick. It's been horrible season to forget. Hadeli, what up, brother? Hadeli, he says Cunha and Mbeumo. Oh, that is juicy.
Yes,
having Cunha, Rani Mbeumo, and Liam Delap at Manchester United would be juicy.
Kedali is in my camp.
We would destroy teams. United would destroy teams. Then United should let go. I was telling Josh yesterday, Nick, I don't know what you think about this.
I disagree with that, Dre.
Nick, I don't know what you think about. I was telling Josh yesterday that, look, we paid 72 altogether.
No, 62. Stop saying altogether, because the guy has not even paid for. Yeah, don't count the add-ons. Okay. The media likes to count the add-ons when it comes to United to show how much money has been wasted.
That is a lot of money just for a player who has been sick the whole season. And the
Yeah, but
few times
he,
I'm mentioning before he
did you
got sick,
see?
the few minutes he had on, he was shitty at the beginning of the season, Josh.
Yeah, did you see how we played last night?
He was okay, Josh.
Just okay.
Yeah, just okay. I
He
think his
had the
best game so far has been against Bilbao in
just because he scored, but
actually that whole
yesterday
well,
he scored. Since he has come back, he's actually
mm,
had a very good outings. You know, he had
yesterday he
four
did what?
shots. He had 4 shots on target.
Mm-hmm,
4 shots on target. I mean, Rasmus Hoyland had one or
mm-hmm,
none, but he had
mm-hmm.
4 shots on target. I liked
You know,
the way
Josh,
he
that
was.
doesn't count unless the net is shaking. We've
Yeah, yeah,
had
yeah.
that the
But
whole
what
season,
I'm
the whole
saying,
entire season.
yeah, but what I'm saying is, I like the movement that he makes. I liked what he brings to the team. I like how he falls back and creates more midfielders, and we don't look like we are two. I like how he chases back players and follows them to the end. I like players who chase lost causes, because in the end they can help you to actually. Oh yeah,
Hernandez.
Theo
Yeah. By
Hernandez.
the way, yeah, there's room of
How old is
him
Theo?
wanting.
And Theo is leaving.
Yeah, he wanted to join. I don't know whether it's true that he wanted to join Madrid. Go back to
Yeah.
Madrid, but it looks like it's not going to work. But he's a very good
No, it's
player,
not going to
Josh.
happen. Yeah, yeah, yeah,
He's
yeah.
he's, he's a very good player who do so much well. Although, yeah, 27 years, but 27
Yeah,
is
at
not too old,
27
Josh. Is
years
it?
is good. 27 years is good. And players coming from the Serie A
He has a good
don't.
left foot.
The wages are very manageable.
Yeah, players coming from Serie A, right?
Yeah. The
Yeah, that
the
is
the
correct.
wages are manageable. I mean, even when you tell a player that you're going to triple his
Woo!
salary, he's been on 30.
Nick. Okay, and now Nick has gone out of, he has stepped out of the bar. I think he has made it, into the. Peter Schmeichel is a great, great, great player. Yo,
Wow.
that is a
So
legend in a goal.
he's just given
Daniel Alves, by the way, I
a
don't know whether
legendary team, a legendary
Daniel Alves, I
first
don't know whether he's
11.
still in jail. Is he still in jail?
No, 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 no.
Daniel Alves, bro, I think
No,
he's
he's
still in
not.
jail. I'm not so
No,
sure.
he's
He's
not.
out?
No, he's not. I read something about his ordeal, and I
Okay.
think that came out after he had left.
Marcelo, then you have Cannavaro, Maldini, Xavi, Iniesta,
Mm.
Maradona, Ronaldinho, Messi. Woo!
Oh, yeah,
Bro,
but the team is lacking, you know.
it is criminal. Yeah, it's no, but who?
Yeah,
He
yeah.
has
It's
he has a good
no,
keeper.
yeah, but
He
it's
has
criminal.
fullbacks.
It's criminal
Okay.
not to have the greatest player of all time in the team.
Who? Cristiano Ronaldo.
I don't see him anywhere.
Oh, Ronaldo Dalima. Do you mean Dalima?
No,
I'm confused.
even the Lima Fenomeno is not on the team. Yo,
He's
bro. And Cannavaro.
no, Josh. He was a
Wow.
great defender.
Yeah, yeah, he was. But Nick Fadley saw Franco Baresi play.
Mm.
Yeah, I mean, Franco Baresi can get in there. And
But I'm not so
personally,
sure of the.
I enjoyed Nesta more than Cannavaro, because he was. Then Zinedine Zizou is not there
Oh,
too,
Zizou.
bro.
Oh, come on.
Iniesta gets out of that team.
Mason Mount should go. I agree. Mason Josh says otherwise or thinks otherwise, but I do agree. Mason Mount should leave as soon as possible. I
For
wanted
me,
Villa to qualify for
I say
UCL, but United drew it. There's no way, man. There's no way. Those
they were
guys
not
beat us.
deserving. They failed
No,
to
they were
beat
not.
a
Yeah,
United
they were
side.
not.
They
How can
failed
you
to
fail
beat a
to beat a
United
poor
side.
United side? Seriously. Caravaskelia, we need to. There is no way he's coming to Man United. Oh my God.
No, forget that one.
Akatari at PSG would
I
break
cried. I
everything. You
cried
see
for
what
that
he
one.
did.
I cried for that one in the January window, but it looked like it was only me who wanted him. United was not interested. Maybe United made an approach, and they were told that it was never going to happen. But I always thought that if you threw Garnacho the other way and you threw 40 million pounds on top, maybe that would be enough for you to get Kivicha, Kvaratskhelia, but it wasn't to be, and I don't think he would actually have wanted to come to United. But we no longer have the cash. We no longer have the resource envelope to convince players with the huge salary that they would get when they join Man United. Maybe it's a good thing, because Actually, when we are rebuilding, I don't like players who are going to come to Man United for the sake of a retirement package or a rivalry, and they feel that he has achieved everything in life. He doesn't need to play football anymore. Or I
Mm.
mean, they lose the test of playing football. I just want them to um, be up there, and they want to play. They want to fight for the badge and stuff like that. Then it will not be very long until Man United gets back to winning ways.
Hakimi is saying Ashraf. Sorry, Abel is saying Ashraf Hakimi. Yo, by the way, that guy is a true brother. He's a true legend. For you who understand what I'm
Yeah,
saying, he's a true legend
yeah, bad
when it
guy,
comes to
bad
the men.
guy,
Bad guy.
bad guy. Akraf Hakimi
Yeah.
is never
I,
going to
I don't
come.
like free agent players. Yeah. I think they save you some bit of demands in terms. I mean, the
Uh,
money
I
paying
think
and all
the
that.
best we've had is Zlatan Ibrahimovic.
Yeah,
Came on a
that's the
free
free.
and he was a
No,
god. He's actually
uh,
among the players that have prospered at Manchester United in the last decade.
that is true. He won the Europa. He won the. Did he win the FA, Josh?
Yeah, he scored 17 goals. You know, he got an ACL injury, I think 3 months to
Mm,
the end of the season or 2 months
mm.
to the end of the season, but still scored about 17 goals in the league.
Dre, Franco, Dre, you know your football. Franco Manstantuno. So, yo, he's saying we shed more light. I mean, everyone knows that kid is really, he's great. 17-year-old, you know, Argentine midfielder, plays for River Plate. And he's a good player. He's a good player, still young. He has, I think this season he has played 10 matches, Josh. That is around 750, 51 minutes, scored 3 goals, assisted 3 goals. He's a future prospect. He's a kid to look out to look out for.
Yeah,
Sorry, he's very,
he's
very
played
good.
12 matches this season, scored 4 goals, assisted 4 times, got 4 yellow
Overall, he
cards.
has scored 5 goals, by the way, including there's another competition. Is it Copa Libertadores? How do you pronounce it, Josh?
Libertadores.
Yeah, that one too. He has scored overall 5 goals and 3 assists, but he has not played all the games. So, I mean, I would like him. It's rumored that he's one of the next big things, Josh. I don't know how true that
Yeah, yeah,
is.
yeah, yeah. He is the next big thing. But you see, when a talent comes out of Buenos Aires, there's this whole marketing of the next Messi, the next because we've seen great players come out of that place. So the next
Mm,
Maradona, the next Messi, the next. But he plays for River Plate. He's a midfielder. He has a lot of
left-footed.
energy on him. He's
Mm,
left-footed, and Man United could use a player like him, but I don't think the player. I don't think the player should be coming to Manchester United under the circumstances Manchester United is in,
mm.
because the fact that Manchester United is looking for players to change the way they are thinking about football, it might be difficult for the boy to get into this mold. He's described by his youth coach Pellegrino as capable of playing as an ingin, a playmaking midfielder or a forward, noting his bold striking ability. Actually, the goal that I saw that he played the night that United was interested in him was a free kick that he struck from a Roberto Carlos range. It's got a free kick like Roberto Carlos
They talk
would
about
have.
him highly. They're
Yeah, yeah,
saying
his
he's the
ceiling
next
is
big
high.
thing.
His ceiling is high, but being Argentine and 17, he prefers to go and play in Spain, that is
La
Real
Liga.
Madrid or Barcelona,
I think
because
majority South Americans prefer. First of all, you
yeah,
can't
he
blame them.
feels
The language,
he
it's very easy to
yes,
adopt that side. The language is the first thing,
exactly. He feels the
Mm,
acclimatization will be much easier there, and I don't see him coming to Manchester United, but he would be a good player. You see, if Man United was better in if we were in a better state, we would buy Mastantuano and leave him at River Plate for another
mm,
year, so he can
okay.
actually get a good feeling of first team football. Then he can come after that. But the time that we are in, we cannot be wasting money on players who are not going to help Manchester United today.
Josh, breaking news: Matthias Cunha contract is being checked by lawyers. United will pay 62.5 full package by the end of 2027, as for Fabrizio Cates of United Truthful. There we go, guys. I think we have the first signing. It's almost done. Yeah, and I welcome that deal very, very much. I welcome that signing.
Yeah. Me too. Me too.
I'm over the moon. I welcome that signing. Grace says, if you are given a role of Amorim, keep or sell United, who would you keep? Let's go, Josh. Tim Hutton, keep.
Keep.
You're not going to get a third choice keeper.
Keep. Get the squad and keep.
Aita Bayinda,
Sell.
Onana,
Sell.
Lenny Yoro,
Keep.
Delict,
Keep.
Lisandro Martinez,
Keep.
Aiden Heaven,
Keep.
Diego Leon, much as he hasn't played for
Keep.
us.
Keep.
Then you have Mazraoui,
Keep.
Dallo.
Keep.
Which other player, Josh, am I forgetting? Defender.
Patrick Dogu.
Patrick Dogu.
Keep. Harry
Or bench.
Amas.
Or
Harry
bench.
Amas.
Harry
Keep.
Amas.
Keep.
Keep.
Luke
Okay.
Shaw.
Sell. I'll speak for you on your behalf. Sell.
Yes. Sell.
Okay, we go.
I think Maguire.
Maguire. I love Maguire. He's
Sell.
done incredibly
Sell.
well, but sell. You know, we go. Then the midfielders, you have Bruno Fernandes, La Capitano, Magnifique.
Keep.
Then you have Ugarte.
Keep.
You have we don't have very many midfielders. Toby Collier,
Keep. Casemiro.
Sell. That is true. We forgot this kid. Is it Fredrickson?
Tyler Fredrickson.
Mm.
Yeah, sell, because I do think
loan.
we can get a lot of money from him.
Okay.
Because he's very good. He's very, very good.
Then why would we sell him, Josh? Loan.
To get money.
Josh.
To
You're
get
selling
money
good
and
players.
Yeah. You see,
let's
you
go,
can sell a
Josh.
good player who is 18 and you buy a player who is 25. Because
Let's go. Sekou Kone.
So keep 100%.
I think those are the only midfielders we have. Do we have any other?
Ericsson has gone, so we have Toby
Eriksen has
Collier.
gone.
We have
We
Kobe
already said-
Mainu. Kobe Mainu. Keep.
That keep is paid.
Yeah, keep.
You-
For the talent that the boy has
Okay.
got. Keep.
Okay. All right. Then we go to the forwards. You have Alejandro Garnacho,
Sell.
Joshua Zirkzee,
Keep.
Rasmus Højlund,
Sell.
Chido Obi Martin.
Keep.
Who else am I forgetting, Josh? I think that's
Amad
all.
Diallo.
Oh God, please forgive me. Amad Dia.
Keep.
There you go, Dre. There you go.
Yeah,
It's a quick
Dre,
one.
that's about it.
Yeah, there you go. Okay, the last one, Josh, before we go to Brian Mbeumo. Glazer is not changing all time to Sporting going. I think he meant to say the Glazers are not changing very soon and they are still there. And maybe it's one of the reasons as to why United is not going to good positions. I don't know if that's what you meant, Abel. Please let me know in the comment section. Once again, guys, please do subscribe, turn on the notifications. Please keep asking the questions. Get busy in the comment section. News coming in today is Man United are in talks with Brian Mbeumo, and we know Brentford value him, Josh, at around 50 million pounds. Now, for those of you who don't know Mbeumo, this guy does not play. This guy is a beast. Everyone knows what he can do, and I think he would be a super great addition to Manchester United. Josh, 25 years old, plays for Cameroon. He has scored 20 Premier League goals this season overall, and is seen as an ideal addition to bolster United's attack, Josh, especially alongside, assuming we complete the signing of Matthias Cunha, Josh, from Wales. The only problem is he's expensive. His valuation is between 50 and 60 million pounds. And I understand Arsenal, Newcastle, Nottingham Forest are also trying to sneak in, see what they can do. But I don't know if that's a release clause, but I know he has only 1 year left on his contract, Josh. So I understand,
and that's why you can negotiate. That's why you can negotiate the 50 million. You feel the 50 million is a bit a lot.
Yeah, that is true.
Yeah. You know, Brian Mbeumo is a skilled player, a forward right winger. He's known for his fast and energetic style of playing. The Cameroonian has scored 20 goals, 19 goals this season. Is it 19?
He has been where this season? 20.
Yes.
Josh, he has been at Brentford for 3 seasons, right?
3 seasons, yes, and he has progressed during that time each
That is
season.
true. In his first season, 2020 to 22, scored 9 goals and he had 8 assists, Josh. Then the next
Yes.
season, 2023-24, scored 9 goals again with 6 assists. Then last season that just ended, 2024-25, 20 goals, Josh, and 7 assists under his belt. That is quite incredible and remarkable. So, I mean, imagine what it would look like him and Cunha, and you have
Ooh, ooh,
maybe Liam Delap. I'm
ooh.
talking Liam Delap, not that I want
Yo,
Liam Delap,
yo,
but it's
yo,
because
yo,
it's,
yo,
we are not going to get Gyökeres 100%. We are not
yo,
getting
yo,
Gyökeres.
yo, yo. Bro,
Hmm.
let me tell you some.
Let's
With the
go.
pace on Mbuemo, who is
Yeah.
very fast, who can zoom past defenders and quickly switch from defense to attack on
Mm,
one side, and Matias Cunha on the other side, who has no problem bulldozing his way into
mm,
the final third of a team, and
mm.
Liam Delap, who can make himself a nuisance in that box. Man United will be a threat going forward.
Yo,
I'm
Rob
telling you.
Duff, what have he says Mbuemo is a must. I'll drive him to Old Trafford. Get him before Newcastle. Go for him. Yo, I swear,
True,
Mbuemo
true,
is
bro.
game. He's
And
a
you
beast.
see, he has
You know,
pace. He has the
you know how he
dribbling.
has
He's
tormented us this season, Josh. Oh my
not
God.
even just this season. Every team that he has come across, he has
Mm,
amazing control of the ball and is very agile. I mean, there was a game that he played and he killed that ball. Like they just played this long ball and the way he killed it,
he's Premier
yo,
League
it's
built.
like the ball
Mbuemo.
fell in it's like the ball fell in muddy water. But
Brand Buemo,
you
Matthias
know why
Cunha.
I like the specific
Jeez.
profile of Brani Mbuemo
Mm,
as an inside 10 for Ruben Amorim system. Even if he's a very good dribbler, he moves through small spaces easily. He has a
mm,
very quick movement and a strong ball skill, yeah, which allows him to go past defenders easily because he can catch them off guard. He has a
mm,
very good work rate on him, stands out because he's strong, he's committed, he has the stamina, he runs tirelessly, always pressing the other team and going back to help with the defense. His outstanding work rate shows his dedication to helping the team win. So if you do have those two tens in Matthias Cunha and Mbuemo, and they're ready to press the other team so high up the pitch,
mm.
Man United is not going to be exposed. The two midfielders that we do have are not going to be exposed. And the wing backs will also be very high up the pitch because we have limited the spaces from which these defenders are going to be playing football. So we can go all out in trying to press the other team and keeping them in their team. And when we are many, like we did against Aston Villa, we were so many around them in their own penalty box that they were making mistakes. So you can force the team to make mistakes, and it's easy for you to score if you do have a player who has his scoring boots on. And I do believe that next season we shall have that player if Rasmus Højlund is taken up by the teams that have interest in him in Italy.
Yeah, I think by that, would you want Rasmus Højlund to be sold or loaned? I would prefer
Sold,
for him to be loaned.
sold, sold,
Man, you're angry.
sold
You've had
properly.
enough. You've had enough.
Properly. No, I think the boy can rejuvenate his career elsewhere, but
Mm,
not on loan or things like that. He needs to go. We don't have money uh, um, to be paying for him and stuff. And there's one thing I've not told you about Mbuemo. He's
mm,
finishing. Yeah, I mean, don't flinch, but Mbuemo has the ability to finish. Actually, for me, I think he finishes like Thierry Henry.
Josh, no.
Believe you
You're
me, he's
overstating. You're
very calm.
overstating.
Believe you
Say
me,
he's calm, but you're
believe you
overstating
me,
if he
he
goes.
is very calm when he has a chance to score a goal. He can
And
shoot.
what I
He can
like
shoot.
about Brian
He can
Mbuemo
shoot
is how he makes it look like
easy. That's
so
what I'm
easy.
telling you.
You know,
That's Thierry Henry. He can
effortlessly
shoot
he
with both
scores.
power. He can shoot with both power and
Oh my
softness.
God.
I
Two
mean, he
tens,
is.
Brian Mbuemo on the right, Cunha on the left.
Oh,
Even if you have Dilap, I'm talking. Of course, I want Gyökeres or Victor Osimhen, but I have to be realistic, guys. We are not getting any of those guys. So it looks like, as per our stance, we are getting for what we can. You bite what you can chew, and that is Liam Dilap. put those two behind Liam Delap, they are going to make Liam Delap. They can create, they can score. And Delap, I know, yes, we are coming to him. He can also do the same thing. And if you have a great midfield and you have good fullbacks who can run, backtrack, and come back, my God. And of course, with Onana out of the goal, oh, juicy, juicy, juicy.
And we're not done yet with Mbeumo, because I can liken him to another player with his directness. I will liken him to Ian. I will liken him to Ian Robben, because the way he's so direct and likes to challenge defenders and drive toward goal. I mean, this is like a Ian Robben moment. I know he doesn't dazzle like Ian Robben, who was a bit smaller and maybe diminutive, and this guy is a bit big and stuff like that. But the way he runs he runs toward the goal, the way he drives and challenges defenders, it makes him a very big threat. And I can liken him to Ian Robben. His tactical intelligence, his movement of the ball and ability to find space. I will liken him to the greatest of all time, Cristiano Ronaldo, because he's a very smart player off the ball. Believe you me, the boy has traits. The boy has traits to achieve great success in his career.
Nick, you're in the comment section. Help me out.
Nick. I mean, I don't know why Isaac does not believe me. As in, you see the player every day. The player has these abilities. He has the finishing of Thierry Henry. He has the directness of Ian Robben. He has the tactical intelligence of Cristiano Ronaldo. And these are traits that give him a chance to achieve great success in his career. And Ruben Amorim, if he's under his tutelage, he's going to be that player. He will achieve those things.
Dre, I'm coming back to you. Rob Duff say it looks like Rob Duff is also geared up, from Mbeumo. Finished fourth in the top scorer Premier League list. Only Salah behind Isak and Haaland. By the way, if you can get a player who can give you 15 Premier League goals, that is a good player, because we all know the Premier League is not easy. If you can get a player who can give you those goals, that is a player. Drake said earlier on, Josh, that he said Sheikh Kasim confirms stance on renewed. Yeah, that is true. Man United took over after failed 4.5 bid. More light on that, guys. Look, I'm one of the guys who have been saying we should sell Man United completely. But again, because I love what's happening at Man City. I love what's happening at PSG. You can say, although PSG, it has taken it some time. I think they were into bringing in a lot of stars and concentrating, but now they're really into football. But you can say that every good player they want to bring at PSG, that dude is going to go out and bring. The same thing goes for Pep Guardiola with his Man City team. Now, Josh, yesterday you gave me I went back and researched. He's not yes, he loves Man United. He's been at a few games. But he's not that person that is really into football. Like, he's so passionate about it.
As in, he's a businessman.
He's a businessman, by the way.
He can get the right people to do.
He's a Todd Boehly, Josh. I can put it just for like that. You remember Todd Boehly when he took over Chelsea? He ruined it.
But Todd Boehly,
they had to tell him to step aside.
No. But at least Todd Boehly, Todd Boehly.
Josh, he was asked to step aside.
No, but he's still running the club.
He's still running, but I'm making those those football decisions.
No.
That moment he was just buying.
For me,
everyone,
I don't think that was a problem, because if you do remember, when Chelsea was being sold, one of even if it was a forced sale, that Roman Abramovich did not choose who to buy his club and at what fee or things like that. He actually ensured that whoever bought the club would invest 1.5 billion. I think it was about 1.5 billion pounds into the club. Yes, there was a condition that whoever bought the club had to invest about that bit of money into the club. So it was always going to be like that. And I never had a problem with Todd Boehly and spending money to buy the players that he bought. This is just his model that was not liked by the English, because they never really understood him. But for me, I I just don't have a problem with the way he was doing business, because it turned out that Chelsea is back in the Champions League. I mean, he has done whatever he has done, but he did make mistakes.
What Enzo Maresca said?
But he has
they asked him, what do you have to say? Enzo Marasca was asked, "What do you have to say about the doubters? Everyone that said that you couldn't go through and take them back to Champions League." He said, "Well, I don't know the right word to use, but I would say f them." Right in front of the TV.
Whoa.
Right in front of the TV. Anyway, yeah, I personally I would prefer to have. I mean, I know they bring a lot of money in. They would buy the whole club. They said they're going to build the stadium. Now, I'm not saying I'm rooting for Ineos, no, because they've not done a great job at is it Nice? Because they have another team that side in France. But I think I'd prefer to first keep it in with Sir Jim Ratcliffe, someone that I know that is really passionate about the game, about Man United. He has strong roots. So when it comes
For
to
me-
supporting the club,
For me, I
yes,
don't.
Nice is there. They've not done so well, but in the meantime, I think at least I see where we're going. There's a light at the end of the tunnel, if I can put it that way, Josh.
The light could be red.
Yeah, that is true. That is true. But we're hoping it's not.
But the thing though is, for me, I do appreciate the club being sold and stuff like that, because
but to
maybe
the right
it would
person,
be-
Josh.
No, maybe how do you know the right person until they walk
That's the
through
problem.
the door?
That's the problem.
But the
Because
thing is,
the Sheikh has
because-
very good offers. Wipes out all the debt, a new field, new facility, everything new.
yeah, but because United is doing the things that it is doing, I don't think that for the first time we've actually had a structure at the club.
Mm.
Okay, so I let Jassim buy out the Glazers and leave Ineos to do the
Oh,
management
that
of
is
the,
good.
of
Yeah,
the
that
team.
is good. That is
I
good.
don't
That
have a
is good.
problem with that.
I agree with you.
Then later on, when maybe a structure has been strongly ingrained into Manchester United, then maybe he can also buy out Ineos and do whatever he wants with the club. But
Well,
I really have a fear that Jamie Carragher, Gary Neville will end up the
Josh.
CEOs of Manchester United. I'm telling you.
Abel says 17 players out. This one wants everyone out. Nick says no need buying. Come on, Nick. Man, we need to buy. We need to buy. But wait, Nick said what team does he support? He says he supports any team that
Football.
wins. He
He
supports
supports
football.
football. Yeah.
That is not fair.
Yeah, but
stadium
there
is
you know
still
he's a disgruntled Man United fan.
The
He just
stadium is
gave
still
up.
old and Carrington has not yet changed. Yeah, that is true. We remember last time Amorim was having a presser and the roof started leaking. That is how bad it is. You remember at one point they said even there are rats around the stadium, but
I know.
Ineos has already proposed a new. I think you've seen the plan. They're looking for funders. Let's wait and see how things go. Dre says Amorim should do what he did at Sporting Lisbon, strip everything, then rebuild a new Red Army. That is true. I like that. He did that at Braga. He did that at Sporting Lisbon.
Yeah,
And
but
that
you see,
shows
at those
that
clubs,
he's a winner. He
at-
knows how to get people in line, Josh.
yeah, but at those clubs, much as they did have problems, even financially, the league does not have too many teams that are very competitive at that level.
I'm
So
laughing.
it was easy.
Drake says Rasmus is the worst striker in United's history. Bro,
Yeah, we normally don't get it wrong with strikers, so he has
What?
to be. We normally don't get
Okay, I
it wrong
get
with
you. Yeah, yeah.
strikers, so he has to be.
The man has. Someone was telling me that we shouldn't sell him. That we should.
That guy is a spy.
Who?
Whoever told you.
Whoever told me.
Yeah, he's a spy. He just doesn't want anything good for Manchester United.
That's Harry, by the way.
No. Yeah, let him go out, and me, I actually wish him well, and I think he will prosper in Italy. Yeah.
Okay. Then Robert says Glazers out, but I like Ineos. They are ruthlessly cleaning up 20 years old. That is true, by the way. People were
Yes,
complaining
so
about
when you start bringing in Jassim right now, you're just confusing the whole.
we're complaining about the people being laid off, but it's not that they want to do that, but the club is was being ruined. There were
Too many
the
redundancies.
debts, the debts in the club, the redundancy, everything was a mess. It is still a mess. So I mean, sometimes you have to go a little bit tougher, and I like that. I don't mind that. I saw a clip, Josh. I think I sent it to you when Ferguson was with Sir Jim
Rio
Ratcliffe.
Ferdinand.
And Ria Ferdinand Scholes was also here. I don't know whether you noticed him.
Yeah,
And
yeah, yeah,
Ria
yeah, yeah.
Ferdinand has gone hard on Sir Jim Ratcliffe because of the chopping off. It was a bit of a weird exchange, shaking the hand, saying hi to each
Yeah, no,
other.
but it's so good because if you do have a way you feel for the club and you're a legend and stuff like that, you share
Mm,
platforms like that, then you're going to be able to say the things that you say. But
mm,
I didn't understand why people were saying maybe it was just banter that Rio Ferdinand doesn't seem to be going off on Jim Ratcliffe face to face, because that is
mm.
not the place for him to be actually talking certain things
No, 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 no,
to
no. That
Ratcliffe
wasn't the
about.
place. No, that
Yeah,
wasn't the place. Actually, I think you should call him on his one of his podcasts. If he wants to
yeah, yeah,
to
yeah,
say
yeah,
what he
yeah.
wants to say. Cristiano Ronaldo is the greatest player of all time. No FIFA help.
No FIFA help
I
whatsoever.
agree. I agree. The man has
Messi,
played in
Messi,
different
Messi has
seasons.
been Messi has actually been given about 3 Ballon d'Ors.
Three for
Yeah,
nothing.
from
Three.
2010, 2014. He's
The
been given a
COVID
few
after
of those
COVID
Ballon d'Ors.
2021, where we thought
Yeah, 2021. I
Lewandowski
mean,
should have won that.
we didn't think Lewandowski actually should have won. It was we
Ineos are
believe
those stingy Brits. I don't like him. Him being too. He's being too.
he's
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 milking
milking
United.
United. I think the Glazers milked United. There's no milk left.
There's no. I also think that is true. Honestly, if there is
The
any.
guy, the guy has injected some billions into the club already.
Once again, guys, please do subscribe, turn on the notifications. Josh, United and Chelsea lock horns. As for their in for Liam Delap, they want to. Um, in other words, both teams are interested in Liam Delap. Josh,
Yeah,
both teams are interested in signing Liam Delap, and it looks like Manchester United is
yeah, but
a
I
step
don't know.
behind Josh.
Of course, we are. Once Chelsea comes into the mix, it's going to be difficult for Man United to win over the player unless the player chooses to come back to the north. To come back to the north because he has been at Manchester City and he's a player from around Manchester. So maybe he chooses to come back to the north and ends up at Manchester United, given his strong links with Jason Wilcox, who was at Manchester City, and at the time that Liam Delap was there with Enzo Maresca in the elite team squad with Romeo Lavia and Cole Palmer. So they enjoyed some time together, and maybe that is the relationship that is going to help Liam Delap
Speaking about
end up at Manchester United.
Cole Palmer, guys, Rob Tuff, we are going to come to you. I would actually love to know what you guys think in the comment section. Rob Tuff, Nick, Dre, everyone. Josh, do you think Cole Palmer is overrated?
Not
Yes,
at
he's a good
all.
player, but do you think he's
Not at
overrated?
all. Not at
Josh,
all. He's a top player, top pro. I mean, who overrates him? The English media or
really?
my eye test?
You?
I don't overrate
You've
him.
always reminded me how he's a player who
He's
scores
a good
18
player.
goals and he's a good player, but I'm saying, do you think he's overrated? You've always told me
No,
Cole Palmer is a player who scores 20 goals, or rather 18
no,
goals,
not
and
not
15
me.
of those are
That
penalties.
was true because you were playing down Nicholas Jackson's contribution at Chelsea, and I was trying to show you that actually Nicholas Jackson has had a tremendous season at Chelsea. This is the season before this one, the other season, yeah. And I was telling you, Nicholas Jackson had performed so well for Chelsea that had it not been the 10 pens that Cole Palmer took that season, if Nicholas Jackson had taken them, maybe he would have scored 8 more goals than he did score at the time. You can see how they struggled when he did
You
get
have a way,
injured.
you have a way of running out of things,
No, 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 no. But that's true, though. But I don't think that Cole Palmer is overrated. The player that I think is overrated, even if he's very good, is Bukayo Saka. But
Josh, okay, now you
that's
can.
because of that's just because of Arsenal fans. Arsenal
Please
fans,
say
they do paint a
you're
picture
saying
of
you're saying Bukayo Saka is one of the players that are overrated, right?
yeah. The Arsenal fans paint a picture that this guy is like Lamine Yamal. When you see the guy, it's hard to make out if he's better than Ashley Young, Sean Wright Phillips, or he's just Saka. As in, he's effective at what he does, but
That is not
he's
cool,
bang
Josh.
average. He's bang average.
Josh, man, that is not cool. I don't know why you
Yo, guy
say
has played
Bukayo
six
Saka.
seasons. He has played like 6 seasons at the club, right?
Mhm. I know I'm
He
not
didn't
so
never.
sure. I don't keep
He
track
didn't
of what he
never.
does at Arsenal.
He played before. He played for Arsenal before Mikel Arteta joined. Mikel Arteta has been at the club for 6 seasons, empty.
But we've seen Josh every time he's missing, every time he's
Yeah,
injured.
but
They've struggled.
when you miss, when you score 4 goals a season and you miss and your team does not score, it doesn't mean that But he's a good guy. He's a good guy. I mean, he assists. He does what he chips in with goals. But for me, he's not a guy who has given you 20 goals in any
In,
season.
has he given you 15 goals?
I doubt.
I'll check
I
that.
doubt. I'm not
Yo,
sure, but I doubt.
English media do hype their players. I like Palmer. He's a Man United fan. Yeah, that is true.
Yeah.
But they have not done a good job when it comes to Liam Delap. They have not done a good job when it comes to hyping.
Rob Tuff, you know Rob Tuff is from Wales, right?
Yeah. I remember reading that. He
Cristiano
says,
Ronaldo is number one, Ryan Giggs number two, Gareth Bale number three.
oh, the other two are both from. Oh, come.
Yeah, greatest players of all time.
Apart from
But
this, Josh,
From where he comes from,
Bell
the
had a
greatest
few
players ever.
issues, but I liked Bell. I'll never forget that goal he
What
scored
issues
against
did Bale have?
Barcelona in El
Bale never had
Clasico.
no issues,
You remember
bro.
the issues he had with Zidane? Come on,
Those are not issues, bro.
he barely played.
Yes, Zidane had issues with him. So why
Okay,
are you
that's what I'm
saying Bale
saying.
had issues?
But
Why would you even put
Rob,
that on him
Rob
that
Duff is
he
also
never had
playing.
issues, bro?
Rob Duff is also laughing at his greatest play list of all time. Number three. But yo, do you remember that El Clasico goal? Bale
I
scored,
know.
the one where
Okay, I think it was in the Copa del Rey.
really went out of. Yeah, by the way, they
Yeah.
won. I remember
Yeah.
ran. This guy was even
Kings
ahead
Cup
of
or
him.
the
Passed
Copa
the
del
ball,
Rey. Yeah.
ran out of the field, came back onto the field, found a
Yeah.
rather. Oh my god!
Amazing run.
That guy-
Amazing run.
amazing run. That guy was super fast.
But you see, Bell always had this about him from the
Mm.
time. Bell
Once again,
always had
guys.
this about him from the time he was a left back at Spurs. You would see that he was special. The way he strikes the ball, the way he makes runs and stuff like that. He was quite special from that time on.
Yeah. Anyway, Josh, United are still interested in signing Liam Delap. It remains, rather, they remain strongly linked to them, and as reported by various sources, 22-year-old Ipswich Town striker has emerged as a top target for United. Not forgetting 12 goals in 36 Premier League appearances just this season, despite Ipswich being relegated. So yeah, they see him as a potential upgrade over the current strikers, which is true, over Rasmus Højlund. Josh, I know you might say otherwise on the second person that I'm going to mention, a player that is Joshua Zirkzee, who have struggled combining for fewer goals than Delap individually, Josh, this season. Now, of course, the price tag is 30 million. That's the release clause he has, Josh.
Yeah, it's quite a lot. It's quite a lot, but I hope we can get that money from Anthony's sell. Sell him 40 million and pay the 30 and keep the 10. Even the 30 we don't pay up front. We choose to pay 3 times. We pay 10 now, and maybe we get the player.
Well, let's wait and see. Of course, Josh, I know this other person, you like him. You've talked, you've related, rather, you've rated him as someone who could be really a much more better upgrade than Onana. That is Vanja Milankovic. He's a person of interest, Josh, when it comes to Manchester United, because I know they would want to replace Onana. But news is Onana wants to stay and fight for his position, Josh, regardless.
No. Go and fight from elsewhere, bro. Go and fight from elsewhere, man. We're not interested in your fights, man.
I think Patrick Schick could still be a target for his experience, especially if we have Cunha and Mbuemo behind him.
Yeah, he's good. If he comes cheap, is he on a free?
No, I don't know if he's a free. Let me check. But
Yeah, Patrick Schick. If he's on a free, he can come on a free. We get Brian Mbuemo and who? Matias Cunha. You know, we are already willing to say to spend money from Alejandro Garnacho's sale.
oh, by the way,
which,
that is true.
which has
But I
not
heard,
yet happened.
but you know, news coming in earlier on was the selling or Alejandro's sale would facilitate Mbuemo's signing.
Yeah,
From what I
but we can
understand,
buy Mbuemo now because Mbuemo is a highly rated player, and other teams can come in and scoop that from under us.
so you suggest we buy him now? It's better.
Yes, we
to get
buy
him
him now, and yeah, because Garnacho, we're not going to sell Garnacho tomorrow. He will go, but he will not go tomorrow, and yeah, we don't want to be we don't want people to take us for granted because we are trying to get money from this player to buy the other player. Then they will start
Anyway.
to squeeze you and things like that.
By the way, Josh, Liam Delap and Patrick, sorry, that name
Schick.
really, it's
Patrick
Schick.
Schick.
Who would you
Patrick
have?
Schick.
Scored by the
if
21
Patrick
goals
Schick,
for Bayer Leverkusen.
yeah, if Patrick Schick is coming on a free, I would love Patrick Schick if you have Mbuemo and Matias Cunha behind them. Because Patrick Schick, the profile of a player that he is a goal scorer who will need the other players to do all the donkey work around him. He's not that player who is going to press and do things like that. Like say, who? This guy, Liam Delap would. Liam Delap can make a nuisance of himself. He has a good frame on him, Patrick Schick, but he's more of a fox in the box guy.
Hoyland says, sorry, Hoyland. Salvador says Hoyland should go out, man. I think every majority of Man United fans stand with you and hear and feel your pain when you say that. Seriously, no one wants him at United right now. And if suitors come and they're paying money from Italy, bro, let him leave.
Thank God.
Although I'd prefer to have him on.
Thank God he's unhappy. He should go. He actually cost us.
Oh, yeah, he cost through robbed off. I read about it.
He's happy that the 25% pay cut. He's the one who brought it on himself. He gave away
those
a goal.
Costly mistakes.
Yeah, I mean, Luke Shaw scored with his hand.
I know, by the way. And that other goal, you know, I know, yes, it was a bit of to blame. That goal that was given to
big up, brother, big up.
That goal that was given to, was it given to who? Johnson?
Yeah, Brennan Johnson. Yeah. By the way, Rob Taff, that goal should never have been given to Brennan Johnson. How was it given to Brennan Johnson? It was between Luke Shaw and Onana. Yeah.
Just yeah, that all-time great stuff.
Yeah.
Big up, brother. Big up, brother. Big up. Sports Jazz, please do subscribe, turn on the notifications. Shout outs to everyone that has been in the comment section, man. Real quick, Josh, in 2 minutes, let me check through news coming in. Of course, yeah, Victor Lindelof. It's official. News coming in. 8 season, 284 appearances, 4 goals, 7 assists. He's won a Carabao and the FA Cup. He calls it quits at Manchester United.
He never won the Europa?
No. Oh, but he won the Europa with Mourinho, right?
Yeah, he did.
He won the Europa with Mourinho, by the way. I remember.
Yeah.
He did. Josh, I don't know how true it is. The Romans won't go away. United have been told they must prepare for a 100 million plus bid for Bruno Fernandes from Al Hilal. I don't know how true that is.
We must prepare. We must consider.
We must prepare. We must brace.
A quality of a player of Bruno Fernandes is not going to go to Simani Al-Ahili.
Ivan Toney left.
Ivan Toney.
That guy was playing for Aston Villa. What's his name?
Bro,
no, he's mid. He's mid. But I'm saying, but he
Don't
was scoring goals
insult,
before that
don't
ban. Before
insult
that ban.
Bruno
Before
Fernandes.
that ban.
Ivan
Before that
Toney, bro.
no, no,
Come
I'm
on.
not putting them in the same
But
bracket.
yeah,
I'm
then
just saying
I
he was
talked
an
about Bruno
impressive player
Fernandes
for
and you're
Brentford.
talking about Ivan Toney.
Okay,
Eh?
again, not
You're
related to
talking
Bruno. No,
about
you said good play.
Duran.
John Duran,
John
Josh.
Duran.
He was scoring
As in,
goals for us. I'm not
bro,
saying he's a
bro,
better. Okay, let's end that.
they should not be even in the same breath.
No, they're
Those are
not. They're
players who
not.
can go there. But Bruno Fernandes, I like the fact that Bayern Munich might be willing to give us £100 million for Bruno Fernandes.
Bruno Fernandes.
Yes, now that is a
Anyway,
bid I can listen to. I know Man United is all for cash, but for me, I'm all for Bruno Fernandes. I mean, I wouldn't want Bruno Fernandes to go to Al Hilal, whatever it is. I mean, no disrespect to the Saudi league, but Bruno Fernandes, I still want to see him in the Champions League. I still want to see him in Europe. I mean, he's 30 years old, but this guy plays like he's 25 years old. And I do
well,
think that it is a good thing for Manchester United to keep him. But if the manager sees it fit that he can do without him, he can leave. He can leave because the rebuild can actually start with all new players.
well,
But
Josh, news
it would be much easier to build around Bruno Fernandes or
news
with Bruno
coming in.
Fernandes in the team.
Sorry, yeah, Josh. News coming in is your friend and your good player Marcus
I
Rashford will
know. I
return to
loved that guy.
Manchester United after
Yeah,
after the
return,
loan. Yeah, you
return.
didn't
I
let me
don't like
finish.
such words.
Rashford will return to Manchester United after the loan spell at Villa and will be available for £40 million with
Oh,
all. What?
yeah, that's better. That's
That's
better.
better.
Yeah, he'll be available for £40 million. That's much better. We need to let that guy go. I like that
Anyway,
guy. I like that guy. I mean, I've defended that guy for most of his career. I have been
Welsh
that
God
guy
smiling.
dying with him.
Rob Duff is just fun. He's full of humor.
I know the Welsh gods were really smiling. They just ushered in Brennan Johnson into the folklore of football. That bro, I mean, you scored a European goal to settle a tie against Man United for Spurs to win their trophy in the last 17 years. Blah 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 blah. And yeah, he's now in the folklore of European football. But that was Luke Shaw's goal. Luke Shaw and Onana, they scored it, two of them.
The two of them. Anyway, as we wind up, yeah, Rob Tuff is saying the Saudis are trying to buy all the best players.
Yeah,
Then
they are. But for me, I don't think. If I'm a decent footballer in Europe and I'm Ugandan, maybe I can go to the Saudi league to make some paper. But Bruno Fernandes, with all the skill that he's got, Real Madrid, Barcelona, Bayern Munich, the top football clubs in world football still want his services.
but
Even at 30.
Amarim said, I saw his interview. I don't think he would easily give up. And also Bruno Fernandes, I don't think he's going to just go like that and leave Man United and go to Saudi. You never know when things happen. People can always change. Oscar one time surprised the whole world. I think he's one of those players that left and went to, was it China? Was it Japan, Josh? I think it was China back then, But anyway.
Wow. Well, Dre, man, big up on Jahim. Big up. Actually, your name is Sinon. Oh no, the other one is called Mukasa. But yeah, take it away, Isaac.
Yeah, yes, Jaime Mukasa, 13-year-old, plays for EFC. I don't know. I'll search him honestly. I didn't know.
Eskils Tuna. He's a left-footed player playing as a striker. Last season, he scored 27 goals and 20 assists. Ugandan blood runs within him. He's a United fan, my son. Dre, big up on yourself. Big up on yourself. Yeah. Keep pushing that boy. Keep pushing that boy.
I'm going to start keeping track. I'm going to start keeping track of him. Jahim.
Yeah, and every now and then we're going to give him a shout out.
Yeah, Saudi League might be the best in the world in 5 years. Debatable.
The heat.
It's debatable. I mean,
I mean, you see, that's how the Premier League actually modeled itself. they did things like the Saudi League is doing to make sure that they sell their product. They've managed to sell their product, and it's now a go-to thing. Then the Saudi
That is
League,
fun.
I can tell you that today I can watch the Saudi League because there are players that I can
Cristiano
watch.
Ronaldo, N'Golo Kante, very many players.
Neymar and all these
Mane, no,
players. Yeah,
Neymar is done, but at
Mane.
least Mane, very
Yeah,
many
but
players. Savic,
yes, you get to start to watch these games and stuff like that. So if they keep
yo,
having those players, they'll market
the
their
last one
league.
before we go. Rob
But
Duff says,
best in 5 years? No, no, it's not going to happen.
Rob Duff says, Josh, before we go, if it was a Burger King, Luke Shaw would have stopped going.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, Luke King. Yeah, 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 yeah. He could. Oh, bro. And every time he goes on this, Isaac. Remember, I told you I don't want Luke Shaw
Either
anywhere near the team.
every time we go into this seasons, he comes
Injuries
back.
and stuff.
Do you know he even got injured again?
When after the final.
Yep, that's why he didn't feature in the last game against Brentford for real.
But I had
Luke
told you
Shaw
that Nika
got
should
injured
mingle.
right after the final. It was it during the training before the Brentford game. Can you imagine? This guy
I
has
told
toilet
you.
paper bones.
No, he just wants to play finals. Came back for the England
Anyway,
final. Came back for
once
the Europa
again,
League
guys,
final.
please do subscribe, turn on the
But Isaac,
notifications,
I did
man.
tell you.
Yeah.
I did tell you I never wanted Luke Shaw anywhere near the starting 11. You did pick him in your team, but 15 minutes into the game,
And I regret. Josh, you
the
told me
first.
bygones are bygones.
Oh,
It's all
okay,
in the
okay,
past. So I don't want to.
okay.
Come on, really?
No, no,
I'm
no, no. What
bleeding.
under the
I'll
bridge?
stop
What under the
bleeding.
bridge? What under the
Once
bridge?
again, guys, please do subscribe, turn on the notifications, subscribe. Shout outs to you, Rob Tuff. Rob Tuff, you had gone for a few days, but I'm glad, man, you have good band. I'm glad I'm glad Josh is glad that you are back. Shout outs to you. Bro, I don't know how to pronounce this. I don't know how to pronounce this name. But yeah, shout outs to you, brother. Shout outs to you.
UK Darren fan. UK Darren fan.
Oh, yeah, UK Darren. Oh,
yeah, there's just no space in between.
Yeah, UK Darren fan. Shout out to you, UK Darren fan. Shout out to you, Drake Mukisa, and your son, bro. I'm going to start Jahim Mukisa. I'm going to start keeping tabs.
27 years, 27 goals
out of 20 games. Then of course, Salvador.
EFC?
First time I've seen you, brother. Yeah,
EFC Estilucan.
No, it was different, Josh. You look it up.
Yeah, I need to get that.
And we are going to get it, Josh.
Okay,
yeah, shout outs to you, Salvador. I know it's the first time, brother. I hope you did. Everyone that was in the comment section, Abel, as always, pleasure, man. Khadiri, as always, pleasure. Nick Fadley, it's been a while. Glad that you're back. Everyone. Adieri, peace. Okay, thank you for reminding me. Peace.
Adieri.
Duke Films, everyone, guys. Please keep it like tomorrow, same time. The last one, Rob Tuff says, Amarim don't believe Luke, so took him out on tour.
Yeah, he doesn't believe. He doesn't believe that the guy is injured.
Oh, him.
Yeah, I don't think.
I get what he's saying. He's saying he doesn't believe that he's injured. In fact, he took him
on tour. He's just there collecting his paycheck and eating
Sports
burgers.
Stars, please do subscribe, turn on the notification. Rob Tuff, man, we are signing out. Mukisa, shout outs to you again, man. You guys have been so supportive. See you tomorrow, same time, and we are officially out. Adios.
Salute.